Please welcome to the podium Erin McLaughlin, Vice Dean of Undergraduate Affairs, the Gloria M. Goldstein Professor of Holocaust Studies and Professor of German and Jewish Studies.
Good morning. Please be seated. I'd like to welcome you all to this happy event. My name is Erin McLaughlin, and I'm Vice Dean for Undergraduate Affairs in Arts and Sciences. I am joined here today on stage by Feng-Sheng Hu, the Richard G. Engelsman Dean of Arts and Sciences, by Vice Deans Andrew Brown, Sophia Hayes, Billy Acree, and Peter Castor, and by Jennifer Smith, Vice Provost for Educational Initiatives. I am also joined by our faculty marshals who represent arts and sciences departments and programs, and members of the College of Arts and Sciences. On behalf of all of us, I am pleased to welcome our graduates, their families, and honored guests. And I am excited to be the first to officially congratulate you, the Arts and Sciences class of 2026. Graduates, we are here today to celebrate your accomplishments and to recognize that those achievements have been made possible with the support of your community. Please take a moment to thank those people who have helped to get you to this point. Everyone from family members and friends to faculty and staff who have been there for you throughout your journey. I'd also like to ask for a moment of silence in honor of all those who are not able to be with us today and who are deeply missed, particularly one student who would have been graduating today, Ella Johnson. I'm sure you are excited to be concluding a very momentous period of your life and are eager to be moving on to the next stage of your journey. But I also imagine that you're feeling a bit sad to leave behind your home for the last 4 years. Our hope is that today's ceremony will give you the opportunity to meaningfully reflect on your college experience, just as it gives us a chance to express to you how much we appreciate having had you as students in arts and sciences. Not only has WashU become a part of you, but you've also become a part of us. And we celebrate this both with true joy at your achievement and a touch of sadness that your time with us is now ending. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for doing your part to enrich our community during your time here. I'd now like to introduce our student speaker, Mia Kuvalayotis, who will be graduating tomorrow with a major in anthropology on the Global Health and Environment track, and minors in psychological and brain sciences and public health and society. Mia is a passionate advocate for destigmatizing mental health. She has explored that interest during her time at WashU as a founding student ambassador for the new program in public health and society, and the founder and chapter, the WashU chapter of ifyouarereadingthis.org, a mental health community that empowers students to build and tap into their support networks. Please welcome Mia to the podium.
Good morning, family, friends, distinguished guests, and most importantly, the Arts and Sciences class of 2026. It is an honor to be speaking with you all today. I'm sure we all recall packing into Edison Theater during bare beginnings almost 4 years ago, cautiously selecting which stranger we would sit next to. And while I don't particularly remember writing a postcard to myself back in 2022, I certainly recall reading it at our class toast a few weeks ago. Before learning how to navigate campus while walking and talking backwards, how to direct a musical, and how to conduct advanced epidemiological analyses, past me wrote this. Dear future Mia, right now, you're a bit overwhelmed. I know everyone feels that way at this point in time, but the feeling is still so isolating. I know we'll adjust soon. Please meet amazing people, take advantage of every opportunity, and go easy on yourself. I'm so proud of you. Naturally, after I read this postcard, I called my mom and cried. I couldn't believe 4 years had slipped through our grasp just as quickly as they began. In addition to my tears, though, I was reminded how different my story felt at the beginning compared to how it feels now. 4 years ago, uncertainty felt like something I needed to fix. The unwritten pages of my narrative were nothing but a void demanding to be filled. And today, sure, I'm still often overwhelmed, but now it's because I'm rushing across campus between classes, my labs, work, and rehearsals, embracing the mild chaos and somehow creating a life amidst it all. And I think it's that shift, from uncertainty to assurance, from confusion to contentment, that has allowed us to reach to this point, standing together today at the crossroads between two chapters. Because over the past 4 years, we haven't just been working towards degrees in anthropology, chemistry, or English. We've been building stories. Not just the ones we tell when someone asks what we study or what we're doing next, but the quieter ones, the ones that convey our small triumphs, intimate failures, the intricate details that shape not just our WashU experience, but who we are. For me, that looked like living on Brookings Quad every spring with all-student theater, helping to develop a new public health curriculum, and learning that 8:30 a.m. classes are, in fact, not for me. But I am only one person, and my experience comprises only one narrative thread. And each of you has your own story, with its entirely unique set of plot twists and storylines. For some of you, those moments looked like hearing music reverberating from Graham Chapel, publishing your writing for the first time, or frantically studying for the MCAT. For others, it looked like changing majors, stumbling on an exam, and silently discovering your driving passion. And for most of us, it meant a combination of both. No two stories here look the same, but I can assure you that every single one of them matters. Even when there were pages that didn't go according to plan, moments where we didn't know what sentence would come next, chapters that didn't feel like they were leading anywhere, those are still part of the story. If anything, those are the parts that make it real, because without them, it wouldn't actually be a story at all. Perfection makes for a very boring narrative, after all. And that's not what any of this has been. It's been messy, non-linear, unclear, but still fully ours. And maybe that's what connects us here more than anything else. Because while I haven't had the chance to know everyone sitting here today, when we are on this campus, we are all part of the same plot, strung together by a common goal: growth. Becoming the best versions of ourselves, doing our part to live in the now and not just flip to the last page, constantly anticipating the end. Today marks the beginning of a new chapter, one that we are starting together, though it is not one that we will end as a group. So, just like the postcards we wrote at the beginning of our chapter that began our college journey, here is a message to who we are now and who we may hope to be in the future. Dear class of 2026, your story warrants so much pride. Pride in the characters who found their way into it, sometimes unexpectedly, sometimes exactly when you needed them. Pride in the plot twists, the moments that didn't go exactly how you planned but led you somewhere you could have never imagined. And finally, pride in the in-betweens, the parts that felt incomplete or uncertain but mattered more than you realized at the time. You are the author of your narrative. Make sure you write your own story to the fullest. As you move into whatever comes next, embrace the unexpected, challenge the commonly held narratives, and allow yourself to enjoy the journey. Because the truth is, the version of you who first stepped onto campus 4 years ago, overwhelmed, hopeful, unsure, that version of you is still part of your story. And that person who you were at the beginning of college would be so amazed at the person sitting here today. So, here's to the stories we've told, the ones we're still figuring out, and the ones we are brave enough to write next. Congratulations, class of 2026.
Please welcome to the podium Feng Sheng Hu, the Richard G. Inglesman Dean of Arts and Sciences, and Lucille P. Markey, Distinguished Professor in Arts and Sciences.
Thank you, Mia. What a wonderful message. Graduates, families, and friends, congratulations. To the class of 2026, it's a pleasure to be here with you today, and it has been an honor to have you at Washington University for your undergraduate journey. I encourage you to be fully present in this moment, to soak in the energy of this community, the pride of the people around you, and the recognition of everything it took to get here. And I hope you'll feel the significance of your accomplishment as you hear your name called and walk across the stage. But before that, a few words about tomorrow's ceremony. You will have another opportunity to show your pride for arts and sciences, and I hope that you'll join me in doing so. This is how it's going to go tomorrow. When I come to the podium, I will say, will the candidates for the bachelor's degrees in the College of Arts and Sciences please rise? When you hear that, you'll stand up and have a chance to make some noise. Remember, you are the largest class, largest school attending tomorrow's ceremony, and you will also be the first group to go through the process. I wanted you to know that celebrating during this time is encouraged. So make some big, big noise. Now, that's, all right. You're ahead of me. Now, let's try a real dry run for tomorrow. Are you ready to make some big noise? Will the candidates for the bachelor's degrees in the College of Arts and Sciences please rise? Great job, thank you. Please be seated. For tomorrow's celebration, we'll be handing out pennants like this to aid you in your celebration. Make us proud and show all WashU how strong and mighty we are in arts and sciences. In a few moments, you'll hear from another member of our arts and sciences community, Dr. Rochelle Welansky, class of 1991. In the 35 years since Rochelle crossed the stage to receive her own Washington University bachelor's degree, she has made her mark on public health in the US and abroad. Rochelle is one of some 60,000 arts and sciences alumni who are shaping their communities, their fields, and the world in myriad ways. And now you too can count yourself among this remarkable group of people. I congratulate you on this monumental achievement. It is important to remember that your success is not just walking across the stage. It is more than the scores of papers you wrote and the hundreds of pieces you solved. Success is not an assignment or even a destination. It is a journey. Your time at WashU has been just one part of your great journey. Take inspiration from our accomplished alumni and strive to make a difference in your own unique way. Though you may be leaving our campus, you will always be a part of our community. Keep in touch and continue to share your story and successes with us in the years to come. And maybe some 30 years from now, the Dean of Arts and Sciences will call asking you to return to Francis Olympic Field on a warm spring day to share your inspiring story. And now I would like to introduce our guest speaker, Dr. Rochelle Welansky. Rochelle graduated from Arts and Sciences in 1991 with a major in chemistry and a concentration in biochemistry. She went on to earn a Doctor of Medicine degree from the Johns Hopkins School of Medicine and a Master of Public Health degree from the Harvard School of Public Health. She began her medical career at the height of the HIV and AIDS crisis. And her work since then has focused on understanding, treating, and combating infectious diseases. Her pioneering research helped advance the national and global response to HIV/AIDS, and she is now a well-respected expert on the value of testing and the treatment of life-threatening viruses. She has served as chief of the Division of Infectious Diseases at Massachusetts General Hospital and a professor of medicine at Harvard Medical School. From January 2021 to May 2023, she served as the 19th director of the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. We're thrilled to have Rochelle with us today to address and inspire our graduates. Now please join me in welcoming Dr. Rochelle Welansky.
Thank you so much, Dean Hu, for the generous invitation to return to WashU and to speak with all of you on this celebratory day. What an honor to be here with Dean Hu, with Vice Deans McLaughlin, Hayes, Brown, Acree, and Castor, and with the other leadership and faculty from across arts and sciences. Most of all, it's my honor to be here with you, the incredible class of 2026. I want to take a moment to thank those who supported you and encouraged you to push forward on your academic journey. I have been in your seat, and I mean quite literally, in 1991. And while today celebrates all that you have accomplished, your perseverance, the long hours spent working through the literature, grappling with the problem sets, and transforming blank screens into thoughtful, compelling prose, I hope you'll also take a moment to recognize those who made that journey possible. The friends, mentors, and family members whose steady support and belief in you carried you to this day. Together, as a class, you have done remarkable things. There are graduates today who are part of the WashU women's soccer team, winning their second straight Division III national championship. There are graduates today who participated in the St. Louis Fellows Program, an initiative of the Gephardt Institute for Civic and Community Engagement, which was recognized nationally this year for excellence in programming on university campuses. We have among you a Rhodes Scholars finalist, a Marshall Scholar, a Goldwater Scholar, and a NASA intern. And still more of you, through your research, writing, and work in a lab and overall scholarship, have contributed to advancements in our knowledge of the world. And so now, having heard some of your truly inspiring stories, I have the humbling task of electrifying you. And I want to start with a true story. In November 1751, a 19-year-old named George Washington traveled to Barbados with his older brother Lawrence, who was seeking treatment for tuberculosis. While there, young George contracted a relatively mild case of smallpox. After a month of illness, George recovered with just minor scarring and something critically important: lifelong immunity. Several decades later, during the Revolutionary War, smallpox began devastating the largely immunologically naive Continental Army. Soldiers were dying at such staggering rates that by early 1777, smallpox was estimated to account for as many as 90% of deaths among Continental soldiers. Recognizing that the disease, in fact, posed a far greater risk than the British forces themselves, Washington warned, "We have more to dread from it than the sword of the enemy." He made a bold and, at the time, controversial decision to require his troops to undergo an early form of smallpox prevention known as variolation. This involved deliberately introducing materials from the sores of someone with a mild case of smallpox, often through a small cut in the skin, into a healthy person. And the goal was to produce a controlled, typically milder infection that, despite some small risk, would confer lasting immunity. It was an imperfect practice and far from universally accepted. But it worked, and it may well have changed the course of history. What matters about that story is not the science, it's the decision. In a moment of uncertainty, with incomplete information and enormous stakes, and quite literally in the fog of war, someone chose to act, and then, because of it, became a hero. Now, fast forward almost 200 years. A physician and epidemiologist named Alexander Langmuir accepted an invitation in the 1940s to join a small, relatively unknown federal agency then called the Communicable Disease Center, or CDC, which at the time had existed for only 6 years and had been created primarily to control malaria in the American South, Georgia. Langmuir quickly became frustrated. Doctors and state health officials were reporting disease data in wildly different ways, making it really difficult to see patterns or detect emerging outbreaks. At the time, the early years of the Cold War brought unsettling fear that biological weapons like anthrax, plague, and smallpox might one day be used against civilian populations. Langmuir believed that the country needed something new, a corps of trained not just in theory, but in action. And he began himself training physicians and veterinarians and statisticians and others in the practical craft of epidemiology, how to collect data systematically, recognize patterns, and investigate outbreaks where they occurred. From that idea, he created the Epidemic Intelligence Service, or EIS, a rapid response unit whose unofficial symbol was a shoe with a hole in the sole, a nod to what he called shoe leather epidemiology. The idea that the most important work happens in the field, knocking on doors, tracing contacts, and piecing together clues during an outbreak. The model proved so effective that it spread globally. And in 1980, the CDC launched the Field Epidemiology Training Program, modeled on EIS, to train disease detectives all around the world. Today, those programs operate in 80 countries. Their graduates lead national surveillance systems, serve as ministers of health, and advise the World Health Organization. Over the past 70 years, Langmuir's idea has quietly built a global workforce capable of detecting and responding to epidemics literally wherever they occur. What began as one man's response to frustration and to a world filled with uncertainty became something much, much larger. A worldwide network dedicated to finding outbreaks early, understanding them quickly, and protecting the health of millions. Now, fast forward to the summer of 2015. At a pediatric bedside in Michigan, Dr. Mona Hana Atisha was caring for children in the community where she herself grew up, after her parents fled the regime of Saddam Hussein in search of safety and opportunity. Around that time, a colleague's mother mentioned something she had heard from community activists in Flint, Michigan. Concerns that the city's drinking water, recently switched to the Flint River, might be contaminated with lead. Dr. Mona doggedly followed the question. She and her team analyzed thousands of blood lead tests from children, comparing levels before and after the water switch. What they saw was alarming. The proportion of children with elevated lead levels had nearly doubled across the city, and in some neighborhoods, it had tripled. In September of 2015, Dr. Mona stepped to a microphone and shared her findings publicly. Speaking for children who could not speak for themselves, she plainly indicated Flint's children are being poisoned. The response from powerful institutions was swift and dismissive. Officials said she was splicing and dicing the data. They described the reaction as causing near hysteria. Her press conference, they said, was alarmist and irresponsible. But within a week, the state's own data confirmed, in fact, what she had found. The problem was real. The water source was eventually changed. The children of Flint could not hold their own press conference. They could not challenge authority and they could not interpret data, but a pediatrician looked at the evidence, understood what it meant, and chose to bravely use her voice. Now, I have intentionally drawn these stories from the lens through which I see the world, but the common thread in these stories isn't history or medicine or even science. It's this. At critical moments, ordinary people are asked to do something that feels anything but ordinary. To step forward, to make a decision, to take responsibility when the outcome is uncertain. And now, one last story. In November of 2020, a physician and a WashU alum, received an unexpected phone call from Washington, D.C., while away from her desk at a meeting. She hadn't applied for a job. She hadn't planned for this moment. But right then and there, she was asked to become the director of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention in the darkest days of a once-in-a-century pandemic. This physician carried with her the familiar baggage many of us know so well, imposter syndrome, the quiet voice that asks whether you are truly ready for the moment in front of you. Her first thought was simple: how could I possibly do this impossible job? And then she did. Yes, that physician is me, and I share that not because my story belongs alongside the others. I share that not because my story belongs alongside the others in either scale or consequence, but because it is so familiar to us all. That feeling, that moment of doubt, I promise, is something all of you will experience. At some point in your lives, you will be asked to step into something way bigger than you ever expected. It may not come with morning. You may not feel ready. You may hear that quiet voice asking, "Why me and why now?" But when that moment comes, I hope you will remember this. You don't have to be perfect to step forward. You don't have to have all the answers. You just have to be willing to act and to follow your North Star. Because the world does not wait for perfect conditions, and it certainly doesn't wait for perfect people. It moves forward because imperfect people, people like all of us, decide to show up, to take responsibility, and to try. And when you do, you will not be alone. You will carry with you everything that brought you to that moment, your incredible education in this beloved WashU, your experiences, and the people who supported you along the way. Your family, your friends, your mentors. They are all part of your foundation. So when your moment comes, and it will, take the call, step forward, trust that you are more ready than you think, and know that what feels impossible today may in fact be the thing that defines you tomorrow. Congratulations to the incredible Arts and Sciences class of 2026.
Thank you so much, Dr. Walensky. We will now move to the part you've all been waiting for, recognition of our graduates. Students, when your major department is called, you will stand and head toward the stage as directed by our ushers. You will hand your white card to members of the college office and cross the stage as your name is announced. After you leave the stage, you will be greeted by your department's faculty marshal and receive a gift from the college. Families and guests of graduates, to ensure that everyone is safe and that every graduate is recognized, we need to keep all aisles clear during the presentation of graduates. We ask that you remain in your seats unless you need to leave the field. Please do not come forward to the sections where students are seated and stand in the aisles. Our screens will provide an excellent view of your graduate as they cross the stage. I'd now like to call forward Senior Assistant Dean Wilmetta Tolliver Diallo, Director of Student Academic Affairs and Associate Dean Robert Pample, and Assistant Dean of Advising Brooke Taylor, who will be presenting our faculty marshals and graduates.
We will now recognize each Bachelor of Arts degree candidate candidate by major. Degree candidates, when you hear your major department called, please stand and proceed to the far left and then toward the stage. Faculty marshals, when you hear your major department call, please proceed down the stage to greet your graduates. Will the candidates completing a major in African and African American Studies and the candidates completing a major in American Cultural Studies please come forward? Will the candidates completing a major in anthropology, including global health and the environment, and the candidates completing a major in art history and archaeology, please come forward? Presenting the African and African American Studies majors will be Professor Kia Caldwell.
Spencer Kwabena Anor Ampofo. Hasya Kashindi. Elizabeth Therese Moscoso Wagner. Krista Addo Dankira.
Will the candidates presenting the American Cultural Studies majors will be Professor Elaine Pena.
Quinn Key Bailey. Grace Tiao. Selah Ray Lopez. Annalise Seidman. Shay Emily Herman. Parker Drusilla Sattenberg. Margaret Yuhung Liu. Bram Felix Hoffman. Noah Simon Kaller. Jessica Pearl Weiss. Marissa A. Matheson.
Will the candidates completing a biology, including specializations in ecology and evolution, genomics and computational biology, microbiology, molecular biology, and biochemistry, neuroscience, and environmental biology, please come forward? Presenting the anthropology majors will be Professors Anna Jacobson and Sarah Basil.
Caitlin Yuan. Larissa Lobello. Mireya Kamiko Kaufman. Anirudh Jaishankar. Zoe Ademuyiwa.
Maria Therese Dilbeck.
Cecile Sofia Figueroa Narvaez. Angelica Margaret Barnes. Sophie Mange Lyman. Mia Grace Kuveliotis. Bu Mei. Yishan Mao. Julia Baraldi. Violet DeLuca. Teresa Sung Nguyen. Jessica Janae Hillman. Zarif Rahman. Shamir Dwayne Matthewson. Selah Kristen Lewis. Emily Rafka. Maya A. Tharu. Connor Park. Ariana Wellsby. Ella Catherine Dopke. Adriana Isabel Sanchez Pintado. Sofia Angelina Stolzer. Layla Kimyai Asadi. Fatoma Aden Ibrahim. V. Win. Arden Alexandra Isbell. Dorian Allen Mathis Marr. Samantha Robertson. Isis Ray Lynn Durkin. Rujula Polu. Sanjana Bolnedi. Sanchali Pathuru. Amaris Rebecca Nina. Anj Muyumba. Kathleen Coe. Sophie Shoemaker. Eleanor Mabel Beulah Kreft. Morashai Yakira Rabinowitz. Juliana Christine Forey. Shokwan Q. Juliana S. Morera.
Presenting the art history and archaeology majors will be Professor Nathaniel Jones.
Hayla Janae Jones. Grace Pindle. Eileen Zhao. Chaitan Mukta Atasnia Chandra. Zachary David Trabitz. Jenny Wrong. Eva Miles Horvath. Grace Olivia Malley. Lily Rose Cantor. Maxwell Andrew Selver. Lauren Grace Spiker. Roma Mit Desai. Elizabeth Parmalee Pollock. Olivia Elizabeth Reibel.
Will the candidates completing a major in chemistry, including a concentration in biochemistry, please come forward? Will the candidates completing majors in classics, majors in comparative literature and thought, including interdisciplinary project in the humanities, majors in earth, environmental and planetary sciences, and majors in East Asian languages and literatures, please come forward. Presenting the biology majors will be Professors Craig Smith and Maggie Schlarman.
Teja Poerava Pomakai Suhas. Bridget Chung. Emily Isabella McHenry. Mila Lynn Miller. Carolyn F. Denny. Theodore Robert Ox III. Matthew Elias Pottinger. Ava Philomena Cohen. Auril Madeline Prepechal. Leah Marie Tiffany Vilna Santos. Elizabeth Jane Wu Chen. Anitra Krishnan. Sophia D. Hellman. Leonard Ma. Aisha Simone Levy. Kim Q. An Win. Emily Dodd. Angela Janie Lane. Greta S. Thrasher. Ellen Kim. Rebecca Schaff. Irene Dorothy Yuen. Abigail McConna Hacher. Gabriella Shayna Cohen. Talia Lily Shaw. El Belperio. Julia Danielle Trost. Nina Jung. Amanda Zing. Hope Angel Wells. Grace Guo. Henry Wasserman. Liam Andrews. Grady Freeman. Kylie Kest. Madison Carlene McCormick. Enzo Frederick Salas. Ashley Jang. Kabir Malik. Jordan Danzy. Grace Witter. Nikita Alexander Bobrusyov. Sebastian Alberto Lares. Olivia Benitez. Abigail Josie Cherian. Bonnie Erhard Chadwick. Jane Wu. Jesus Vidal Iraheta. Samantha Grace Spreeder. Evan Rylan Mays. Jasmine E. Najari. Sabrina Lee Schneider. Orly Sadnoff. Ilana Rose Siegel. Samantha Hannah Siegel. Isabella Rebecca Rastegar. Ibrahim Alphaba. Zuxiang Zhou Jackie. Isabel Wang. Shu Feng. Jacob Hayam Rudin Luria. Brandon Jingwei Lin. Michelle Kai. Kate Yuen. David Wong. Anna Chien Hui Liu. Erica Shi. Carol Pang. Lucas Denick. Roxana Abigail Portillo Sanchez. Goldie Bess Umless. Abir Khaldun Hrideen. Anna Blair Brody. Lena Kwok. Stacy Shuen Kang. Daria E. Hassanova. Selena Fan. Nigina Aripova. Olivia Margaret Kowalczyk. Alice Jing. Lisa G. Zabdil Soto. Jay Chitalia. Daniel Kipchirchir Chiluget. Brandon J. McCrow Bennett. Omar Abdelmoiti. Risa Nawa. Nyla Savannah Stace. Shaza Ahmed Ali.
Arun Ramesh.
Yoon Ho Dae Cho. Mark Imran Zoberi. Mika Kipnis. Keisha Jem Patel. Harrison Greenhoe. Lila Ebinehita Aikoye. Joanne Sung. Maya Pillai. Juana Derdoy. Kai Ainur Donohue. Jake Ross Tettenman. Mark Maziki. Rohain K. Rao. David Mihai Masiuka. Allison Tan. Tatum Caroline Goforth. Oliver Witt. Maxwell James Latchaw. Tanvita Kotla. Adam Hollander. Gautam Sudhakar. Sean R. Covarrubias. Max Michael Retta. Ziyu Liu. Jingtao Li. Jiaying He. Ruichin Tao. Ryan Pham. Alan Philip Shee. Michaela Zhang. Emma Shu Yi Shen. Ansley Lee. Richard Yang. Virginia Page Naughton. Zixuan Song. William Banks Little. Taojun Zhou. Hannah Tay. Graham Scott Taggart. Rishi R. Chiniga. Ryan On. Arnav Ajay Jadav. Paul Kim. Nicholas A. Zaharia. Elena Nikhil Deshpande. Kaushal Parimi. Connor van Huigevoort. William Ho. Thin Hung Vu. Sai Prem. Cedric Bruges. Yu Lin Dung. Mehul Rangbulla. Adhit Ganesh. Owen Walker Limbrick. Kevin Zhang. Kenyon J. Gohara Chan. Shiran DeWage. Roman Pati. Alekia Dantum. Trisha Ganu. Ria Singal. Kai Fong Hu. Yuena Zhang. Maya Gabrielle Caldwell. Matthew He Feng Aldrich. Cameron Maddie Moore. Janaya Tequila Harrigan. Samaya Amira Kennedy. Jacob Cole Weinrib. Justin Lan. Carolina Isabel Davila Roman. Roger Jose Sayens III. Aiden Pella. Jack T. Stickler. Mohammed Al-Bakr Al-Nassar. David Bernal. Grace Christina Sugru. Marcela Eugenia Arguello. Sophie Rose Anderson. Kylie Isabella Garbo.
Michaela Hall.
Layla Marie Cornegay. Lila Hirschfeld. Unso Lee. Charles Antoine Dumoulin. Dia Shedeksharapa. Zara Sharif. David Paul Shantz. Yashwant Rajana. Tiffany Ju. Lily Lippert. Ethan Y. Feng. Andrea Lang. Abby F. Tang. Connor Paul Gusky. Aditi Purushothaman. Jordan Grace Siegel. Saul Weiss. Kaylee E. Kraher. Aryan Kumar. Gabriel Lucas Zem. Sebastian Paul Zaineddin. Joel Swernoff. Anushka Bhatt. Lindsay Christinger. Noah Dries Lucian Kabaj. Josephine Ofori Apau. Layan Salman. Omolabake Oyebamiji. Nema Ali Pyarli. Mia Q. Mo. Oluwatimileyin Oyinade Oluk Benro. Catherine Shea. Amelia J. Barfield. Yunchel K. Shin. Alexander Weijin Zhang. Brandon Cho. David Jurun Ju. Jameson Sandana. Jordan Rich. Nyla Macbeth. Bryn Anne-Marie Banks. Noor Q. Al-Badli. Emily Wu. Sarah Shakani. Leslie Achioko Saki. Janae Nevot. Alina Alkazaha. Ridishri Rathnakumar Badan. Carmen Annalise Ganado. Katina Patterson.
Diksha Padmanabhan.
Diksha Padmanabhan. Nisha Kumar.
Shay
Shai
Patel.
Patel. Kate Isabella Powell. Emily Elaine Oxender. Emma Yi Wang. Jad Bader. Jacob A. Cummings. Aiden Lewis Warner. Ethan Lee. Alen Dizdarovich. Aaron Brian Tran. Jennifer Nayung Chang.
Aiden Ecker.
Stella Jane Parker. Kaylee Elizabeth Kuhn. Ethan Lee. Shauna Park. Catherine C. Smith. Sophie Cantu. Reagan Yount. Emma Rose Oseguera.
Rohan Sanikomu Reddy.
Rohan Kondapalli. Jimmy Guo. Jingyu Yan. Max Matthew Myers. Augustina Sun. Aryan Pradhan. Saivi Ahuja. Ankitha Reddy Vontella. Alan Mora. Paul Jolmais Jr. Rohan Reddy Avula. Margaret Ma Yu. Colin Alexander Kolb. Brooke Elizabeth Farrell. Patrick Robert Healy. Eleanor Grace Cerny. Amanda Stevenson Gary. Dongting Lee. Angela Olua Foluke Olubumi Ola. Yu Chao Zhou. Benjamin Marone. Priyanka Deka. Caroline Grace Kramer.
Presenting the chemistry majors will be Professor Richard Mabs.
Jack Thomas Wooldridge. Gage Harrington Folks. Jacob Eric Shia. Arsh Patik Patel. Edward Howe. Ifan Jiang. Robert Thomas Mize. Charlie W. Fiorillo. Douglas Tracy Thibodeau. Carolyn Gao. Jennifer Chow Hui Ong. Michaela Shania Morris. Belle Endom. Arthur Vincent Pena. David Junhee Lee.
Will the candidates completing a major in economics, including economics and computer science, economics and mathematics, and a specialization in financial economics, and the candidates completing a major in educational studies, please come forward. Presenting the classics majors will be Professor Luis Alonso Salas.
Julianne Margaret Otero Gilmer. Heidi Catherine Tam. Jonah Crane.
Presenting the comparative literature and thought majors will be Professor Joseph Lewenstein.
Nicole Caruso.
Presenting the earth, environmental, and planetary sciences majors will be Professor Philip Skimmer.
Tomas Salazar. Elizabeth L. Miles. Jack Chidiao. Tatum Merges. Julia Prada.
Presenting the East Asian languages and cultures majors will be Professor Rebecca Copeland.
Caleb S. Lee. Kaylee Emmy Garcia. Mackenzie Marie Knott. Samuel Alexander Rostan Feiner. Alexander Page Wills. Eve C. Kozlovsky.
Will the candidates completing a major in English literature, including specializations in creative writing and publishing, the candidates completing a major in environmental studies, the candidates completing a major in film and media studies, including the specialization in film and media production, and the candidates completing a major in Germanic languages and literatures, please come forward. Presenting the economics majors will be Professor Ann Babus.
William Vance Rosenblum.
Daniel Singh.
Eugene Park. Cole Becker. Nicole Clydette Morode. Peter Wakatake Radovich. Kayla Khalil Dalla. Sophia Angelica Gossam. Margaret Adams Gaudian. Allison Hillary Berman. Lily Helena Bookdahl. Jordana Meredith Kotler. Marissa Brooke Lazarus. Abigail Lynn Moss. Naomi Helena Duma. Golda Levine Hamburg. Abigail Glenn West. Leah Zhao. Will Grudzinski. Joshua Asante. Jalen Dominic Dural. Chirag Chowdhury. Reza Mofidi. John Abram Jeffrey Haase. Vincent Michael Fetch. Francisco Quiñones Jr. Heng Chang Liu. Jack Andrew Wimberly. Gautam Fogat. Aiden Jerome Emerson. Harry James Dreesen Higginbotham. Jiahong Chen. Mark De Gaudenzi. Akila Koneripali. Kyle Shawn. Michael Lan. Daniel New. Henry Emerson Lytle. Kevin Rui Liu. Jimmy Hugh. Patrello Garcia Muriel. Colin Fox. Jacob Gelrud. Samuel Jacob Modlinger. Niles Fitzgerald. Zachary Cohen. Riley Sanford Hack-Juman. Cecile Oriel Whittle. Harrison Goodman Cohn. Matthew Litchfield. Phoenix Jonathan Lee. Krish Anand Batija. Dora Chen. Samantha Nicole Witt. Jesse Liu. Samuel Sweat. Benjamin Simon Schiffer. Gretchen Ann Bem Turner. Max James Collins. Benjamin Olshin. Olaolu Sadiq. Jaden Jiayang Liu. Ash Sichi Wang. Alina Ensing He. Judy Lee. Lindsay Alex Evans. Hannah Rose Gallen. Grant William Schwartz. Ellie Buddy. Jiabe Hu. Sharon Yu. Xin Yuan Yu. Xiao Wu. Dara Brooke Hamill.
Presenting the Educational Studies majors will be Professor Lisa Gilbert.
Nicholas Gomez McAvoy. Ryan Polly Hoffman. Barrett Lynn. Ashton Lee. Anika Bonvech. Andrea Murillo. Catherine Kylie McHenry. Emily Grace Hung. Maddie Hermeyer. Andy Baca Velasquez. Janisha Jashay Allison. Patel. Nia Leangela Erica Hardaway.
Magdalene Ideun.
Dajuante T. Winter. Mason Lee Shaver. Wendy Abigail Chavez. Ximena Herrera. Joyce Tan. Clay Kane. Mia McNamara Burkholder. Melissa Lynn Parkinson. Genevieve M. King.
Will the candidates in Global Studies, including Development, European Studies, Global Asias, Global Cultural Studies, and International Affairs, please come forward? Will the candidates completing a major in History, a major in Jewish, Islamic, and Middle Eastern Studies, including Arabic, a major in Latin American Studies, and a major in Linguistics, please come forward? Presenting the English majors will be Professor Edward McPherson.
Andrew Michael Jogerst. Nicholas Karamichaelis. Jared Chijioke Chinyere. Charlie B. Weingarten. Madeline Pra Richter. Ariel Eve Goldman. Sidra Rebecca Shapiro. Alicia A. Salazar. Emma Reed. Bailey Alexander Wheel. George Gunderson Windles. Alyssa Reese. Caitlin Ada Samuels. Sydney Demchak. Wakako Emma Ueshima. Samantha Marie Elegant. Avery Madison Porter. Grace Marcus. Alexa Wells. Caroline Coffey. Amelia K. Radin. Caroline Marie Kitt. Sarah Ann Wilkins. Campbell Jane DiCarlo. Ash C. Withrow. Grayson Seamus Curtin. Avery E. Melton Mukes. Sophia Lewis. Subratha Araselvan. Kiara Avalar. Tyra Alexandria Frazier. Abigail Alyssa Clements. Mackenzie Allison Walker. Noah Ablin. Sadie Elise Hanna. William Alexander Vargas.
Presenting the environmental studies majors will be Professor Beth Martin.
Olivia Rose Risa. Eden Bojun Patterson. Eliana Amaya Hockman. Brianna Saran Anderson. Sophie Ruth Kaiser. Marilee Karenshak. Natalie Gunther. Elizabeth Fairley Swords. Shelby Maria Negocian. Anya Therese Williams Coughlin. Cam Berryhill. Marcus Zirin Ding. Adrian Chu. Jerry Chirue Liao. Alistair J. Paul. Catalina May Coates. Catherine Allen Studi.
Presenting the film and media studies majors will be Professor James Fleury.
Siam Dawit Tekle. Sandy Woon. William B. Hartnett. Kenan Gray Minnis. Julia Ansel. Marielle Susan Hinrichs. Sophie Erin Weiss. Ryan Scott Gerson. Jeremy Foster Slayton. Sophie Sakura Yoshino. Cole Jaden Bernstein. Jane Phoebe Lee. Samuel Justin Powers. Daniel J. Graziano. Claire Alexandra Reddick. Ren Klein. Rebecca Yang. Ashley Kim.
Presenting the Germanic Languages and Literatures majors will be Professor Sarah Kolner.
Meredith B. Schlarman. Lucy Elizabeth Burns. Jasmine Marie Wright. Chloe Lynn Carlish.
Will the candidates completing a major in mathematics, including applied mathematics, mathematical sciences, mathematics and computer science, and mathematics and economics, please come forward? Will the candidates completing a major in music, a major in performing arts, including dance and drama, and a major in philosophy, including law and policy, please come forward? Presenting the Global Studies majors will be Professor Stephen Miles.
Christian Cheng. Kiki Sakano. Miley Komal Smits. Isabella Billis. Lauren Reish Berkowitz. William Choi. Regan Teruko Sakai. Natalie Pierce. Racheli Farnesi Dubitz. Savannah Scott. Noé Moises Umanya Ramos. Geet Tanjali Ragava. Nora Joyce Harkeen. Isabella Maria Gomez. Veronica Claire Acosta Carroll. Rosalind Goldie Swidler. Josh Hillman. Eli Foster. George William Bordier. Miles Scully Kirby. Michael Park Soterescu. Zoe N. Pessin. Christopher J. Bridge. Miles Burton Lieberman.
Nina Watanabe Bannister.
Annabelle Perkins. Salman Yonis. Yasmin Ibrahim. Dua Omar Mohamed. Joanna Samora Miranda. Shireen Awad. Isabella Maya Jimenez. Nicole Ambar de Santos. Jan Iswa. Aaliyah Brianna Janal. Leo Stanley Clayman. Sophie Lynn. Sarah Catherine Call. Ruishi Zhang. Ella Pierce Ann Scott. Benny Bisimwa.
Presenting the history majors will be Professor Karina Traitel.
Margaret Claire Jones. Mia Powell. Lauren Marie Perkins. Jared Ross Miller. Connor Yamnitz. Oluwatoni Oluwadamilala John. Louise Lalamini Ingham. Dahlia Heller. Hugo Thomas Underwood. Ryan S. Altman. Sophia Noel Kisner.
Presenting the interdisciplinary project in the humanities will be Joseph Lowenstein.
Jared P. Galerter.
Presenting the Jewish, Islamic, and Middle Eastern Studies majors will be Vice Dean Aaron McLaughlin.
Jake Hyman. Talia Esther Jacobson. Sarah Heath.
Presenting the Latin American Studies majors will be Professor Ignacio Sanchez Prado.
Gabriela Lucia Madriz. Maya Rodriguez Clark. Valeria Casanova Mesquita. Padriana Lelani Jal Nunez. Alejandro David Santana Rivero. Rosie M. Almazan. Victoria Christensen Galina. Alejandro Ballesteros.
Presenting the linguistics majors will be Professor Brett Hyde.
Alanis Preciado Higgins. Camila Dayan. Grace Whitney Abbott. Olivia Most. Evelyn Ann Powers. Arnaf Misha Mohindra. Lyra Ruihan Ren. Brandon Yu.
Will the candidates completing a major in philosophy, neuroscience, psychology, including cognitive neuroscience and language, culture, and cognition, and the candidates completing a major in physics, please come forward. Presenting the mathematics majors will be Shang Teng.
Kate Jiang. Savannah Jane Morwood. Junjia Tsui. Charles Lee Troutman III. Sebastian Parviz Denati. Isabella Caffarelli. Amrita Lakshmi Kulkarni. Ella Alexandra Majd. Isabel Sophia Arroyo. William Gillanders. Andrew D. Parks. Gabriel Christian Cerda Galeassi. William Jaffe Vianese. Ria Patel. Jillian Heth. Connor Daly. Jack Wu. Jaeyuan Wu. Ray Han. John Calhoun Collett. Oscar Howard Lonergan. Gary Gu. Max Alexander Silverstein. Rhea Pont. Luca Pryor. Matthew Tyler Giardinelli. Sam Jong. Neely Fox. Eitan Fredman. Mr. Luke Zong. Jonathan Liu. Maxwell Alexander Spinner. Dexter
Presenting-
Chen.
Presenting the music majors will be Professor John McDonald.
Robert Anthony Canfield.
Augustus Bachner. Yusuan Liu.
Presenting the performing arts majors will be Professors Eleanor Harrison and Claire Summers.
Lily Rich. Samaria Coleman. Sarah Fulton Baldwin. Natalie M. Green. Deborah Rose Adams. Tristan Michael Dumas. Jacob Tyler Elliott.
Presenting the philosophy majors will be Professor Anne Margaret Baxley.
Benjamin Faden. Charlie Drucker. Reese Ely Benz. Ben Esther. Christopher Festin. Vincent Tsay. Nicolas Manuel Schmidt. Maris Petar Damjanovic. Yushuan He. Sophie Louise Bernheim. Charles Bennett Emanuel. Amelia Wang. Wyatt Lewis. Renaya Dubose.
Presenting the philosophy, neuroscience, psychology majors will be Professor Jason Gardner.
Lucas Coletti. Adamya Agarwal. Christina Lynn. Sophia Grace Bukowski. Rachel Way. Gabriela Rojo. David Toluwani Oseni. Jenna Fields. Jade Susana Mehta. Sarah Tao. Afia Siatualalagi Fatuano. Victoria Elise Diaz. Madeline Jane Lee. Elizabeth Byrne Kulik. Olivia Lee. Alicia Heywan Kang. Emily Yoon Jin So. Priya Joshi. Abigail Gooch. Maithili Karthik. Ethan Antonio Holtzman. Sydney Taylor Goldstein. Liza Birov. Margot Ogrosky. Justin Kim. Eliza Lubitz. Rohan Athreya. Adukwe Netanya Merlane Moffett. Nisi York. And Lauren Gonchu Joko. Saidi Hannah Slim Dolman. Ivy Smith. Adya Lagasetti. Eleanor Jane Tershwell. Aram Choi Fremont. Max Miller. Caroline Kate Bishop. Nupur Shah. Vunsh S. Patel. Faizan Farouk Noorani. Lily Remington. Emily Fight. Sadie Lalita Starr. Alexander Francis Phillip. Angelica Hahn. Harper May Mouthard.
Presenting the physics majors will be Professor Manel Arando.
Anna Sophia Fendler. Michael Mose. Sahil Soni. Luo Chi Wong. Ryan Chen. Johns Hopkins. Tully J. Sicheng Zhu. Haochen Shen. Hui Zhou. Yunxi Qi. Yue Yu. Sonia Manoj. Brett Thomas Carnes. Anna Natalia Kosterkovitz.
Will the candidates completing a major in psychological and brain sciences, including cognitive neuroscience, please come forward? And when the candidates presenting the political science majors will be Professor Daniel Butler.
Atiya Nita Shafay. Ariel O. Hatton. Elena Annika Weirich. Chloe Joy Rado. Noor Huda. Matthew Elon Eisner. Riley Heron. Ian Marshall Heft. Marcus Armstead Johnson. Ilan Barnea. Leo Huang. Lauren G. Eckstein. Hannah Ray Pignataro. Sonia E. Laby. Christian Alexandre. Allie Ray Lively. Jordan Ederer. Kaylee Ariana Lopez Knight. Nalai Soto Pazos. Kerrigan Furland. Wiley Luan. Thrisha Kosaraju. Ashley Marie Neville. Danielle Frances Brinberg. Emma Hannah Nietzsen. Emma Lauren Ward. Carly Ann Malla. Alexander Bernard Fang. Madeleine Lim Pira. Xander Nicholas Martins Georgilis. Will Gardner. Noah Gornstein. Derek J. Varlak. Jakob Elijah Schenfeld. Ari Rosenstock Green Appel. Eli Penn. Isabel Arzeno Pico. Daniel Elon Eres Wilk. Jane Marie Botha. Shailyn Cabalogan Funky. Rachel Yoon Guan. Samantha Canner. Alina Sterenfeld. Rebecca Annabelle Alter. Owen Robert Deming. Blake Addison Barrett. Diana Cardenas Jara. Eric Rafael Tiburcio. John Lee. Jack David Redlinger. Ethan S. Hong. Yuchang Liu. Gerald Tien. Brenda Navarro. Juliet Sadie Nisley. Ranique Robinson.
Will the candidates completing a major in Romance languages and literatures, including French, Italian, and Spanish, and majors in sociology, including urban studies, please come forward? Will the candidates completing a major in statistics and data science and majors in women, gender, and sexuality studies, please come forward? Presenting the psychological and brain sciences majors will be Professor John Nostoko.
Abigail Berger. Julian Roldan.
Grant Solomon.
Inara Romani Aurora. Flor Brennan Almaraz. Alicia Cunado Garcia. Christine Noigwe. Chelsea Chun. Ellie Michael Blumkin. Elijah M. Davis. Adam Jerome Deutsch. Saxon Mark Dinowitz. Nadia Ayana Ahmed. Eva L. Bowling. Ovia Kalavanen. Princess Fayemi. Katie Furby. Shelby E. Elliott. Ebby G. Weilman. Ukie Osunde. Casey Grace Carl. Ella R. Colino. Anna Freeman. Emma Reese Goldstein. Ariana Geffen. Lily Cream. Lila Eve Promisel. Rachel Milliken. Elizabeth Ann Vogel.
Helena Slotner Nee.
Leah Eve Colin. Siwan Leah Jiang. Ben Katre Kuritz. Alex R. Kim. Andrea Bolaños. Giselle Ruiz Mejia. Leilani Jane Moyes. Sherry Yang. Adora Dadson. Elena Marie Kaufman. Stacy Mathoka. Nuhamin T. Bellihu. Isatu C. Giselle Amanyakwa Esilfi. Ora Olua B. Oni. Rana Abdul Rahman Abdallah. Alexis Tapia Vasquez. Jacob Smith. Julian Trejo. John Daniels Mwofo T. Quo. Emma Goldblatt. Leah Sager. Kimberly Tan. Layla Village.
Chloe Gustafson.
Nina Todris. Rachel Aaron Solomon. Riley Clark. Audrey Lee Graymont. Emily K. Cole. Miranda Ray Miller. Mariana Quiroz. Natalia Edme Ramos Peña. Samantha Dorothy Solomon. Ryan Way. Madeline R. Pestine. Rowan Paris Mahler. Caitlin Hong. Jaden Juan Tien. Kevin Fan. Haley Eve Margulies. Alexa Jory Goldman. Langdon Catherine Janos. Ala Ivria Calche Theard. Samantha Eileen Bear. Helen Claire McGarry. Carlos Spana. Amber Mai Chu. John Lewis Belmont. Ashish Rhea Peretti. Arnav Kool. Benjamin Harwain. Christopher Lee. Nora E. Laskar. Catherine M. March. Leonardo C. Yang. Hania O. Paracha. Mario Rodriguez. S.D. Eidinger. Jessie Rose Hogan. Margaret Elizabeth Harmon. Jude Lycia. Jeremy Ryan Cohn. Caroline Danielle Tucker Cowan. Talia Orbach. Kira Mitchell. Carly Rutsky. Annabelle Rose Baum. Caleb Bernard Saffold. Lena Eden Paris. Julia Patterman. Ava Ludwig. Sariella Spivak. Rachel Reese. Kamara Ramata Sacco. Elena C. Rogers. Van J. Cardenas Garcia. Tori Lene Taylor.
Jonathan Dominique Coffey.
Tej Boga. Ananya Nath. Rithvika Payala. Sydney T. Tran. Chris Harvey. Jacob Ritholtz. Sarah Lewis. Paula Unger. Dalia Nechama Levy. Jacob Libin. Sihun Lee. Don Ung. Athena Cassidy Wynn. Sharon Shen. Maggie Sun. Xintian Wang. Cici Zhao. Elise Xu. Heiyun Lee. Luna Su. Zhengyang Zhou. Yihui Wu. Anna Jirui Zhang. Daniel Raza. Oluwatosin Nora Ann Akinyemi. Aisha Tangirala.
Presenting the Romance Languages and Literatures majors will be Professor Ignacio Infante and Vincent Juan.
Emma Rose Kanga. Gavin Randolph Cohen. Elizabeth M. Grieve. Sabrina Huang. Anna Nicole Johnson. Kira Kaba. Eliza P. Lang.
Presenting the sociology majors will be Professor Caitlin Collins.
Ruby Levy Cover. Mallory Sophia Goodwin. Natalia Leon Diaz. Eden Jean Jackson Noricus. Samuel Robert Reynolds. Timothy Ree. Samira Saleh. Leal Solomon. Tianyang Tao. David O. Wynn.
Presenting the statistics and data science will be Professor Joseph Guinness.
Krisha Anand. Siham Ibrahim Theodore. Calvin D. Capral. Jennifer Hongyu Lee. Timothy Caleb Melman. Cindy Nan. Andres Orbegozo. Carson Page. Joshua F. Romero. Mike Tan. Brian Way. Brady Wilmer. Hannah L. Woodhouse. Stephanie Yang.
And presenting the Women, Gender, and Sexuality Studies majors will be Professors Marlon Bailey and Amy Sislow.
Sonal Churiwal. Isabel Anya Korb. Elizabeth Carlisle Dolan. Evelyn K. Gukas Alsobrook. Sabrina Min Didner. Aspen Groves. Becca Yelly. Emilio Para Garcia. Jada Lee Peralta. Sylvie E. Richards. Joanna Samuels. Delilah T. Fertiller. Penelope Gwendolyn Thaman.
Please welcome back to the podium Dr. Rochelle Walensky.
Thank you. It is my distinct pleasure to be the first to officially welcome you, the class of 2026, to the Washington University and Arts and Sciences alumni community. I hope that you will take this charge to go forward and answer the questions that motivate you, to inspire others to do the same, and to seek strength through truth. To every one of you, on behalf of the entire Arts and Sciences alumni community, welcome.
Thank you again, Dr. Walensky. As I hope our graduates can see, this isn't the end of your connection with arts and sciences, it's just the beginning. As we conclude the ceremony, we ask that audience members please remain seated until all faculty and students have recessed and exited. Once again, congratulations to the class of 2026.
Thank you.